Being a parent is not an easy job. You have to be ready once you bring those kids in. And this is the point I'm exactly trying to make about Zach. Quincy attacking Zach when there is so much stuff that she can be doing, which is trying to figure out exactly what she's going to do in times of trouble in case the delivery person actually doesn't deliver the products inside of the house. This could be the baby's medication. This could be, your husband's medication. There is too much important stuff. As a wife, you have to be a team player. That's how you know Zach and Quincy don't belong together, because Quincy is has used is a distraction to keep him from being successful as a man. So she's working against him and she's abusing him and hurting him. Like I said, me and Zach used to fight in the past, but when we used to fight, we had a reason to fight. We were having sex and we were digging into deep tissue inside of our body. So he was digging into a lot of tissue inside of my vagina, removing a lot of trauma, dealing with a lot of trauma. And a lot of times, like, when you have sex, like, I know that in my bed, whenever I use my dildo, sometimes I like hit the spot so much that I just hit the wall, like I punch the wall. So I have no doubt that there are times that I did punch Zach a lot, and I'm pretty sure he slapped me a lot. And we have that understanding with each other when we're having sex in bed. But we were never two people that just picked on each other, unless he went to work and came home and was angry and frustrated, and he took it out on me because somebody else upset him. And I always say it's okay, because I'm your go-to girl. I'm your wife, and I'm here to be your punching bag as well. I don't want you to hurt me to a point where I'm in the hospital. I want you to love me enough to be careful. And I think Zach understands. Once you help Zach understand that, hey, I need you. I mean, you need me. And that's why he's in the position that he's in with the person that he's in, so that when he comes with me, he can have a clear understanding that, hey, don't hurt this woman. You need her. Sometimes when you're traumatized, you snap into something else. You snap out and you you forget. You get so caught up in the healing process that you just snap, right? So remembering the life that he's experiencing that's harming him, even if it doesn't look like it is, it really is. It's causing him to be depressed and sad, and I rebuke depression out of his life, and it's causing him to not want to be alive. Like, he's like, I'm so depressed, I need my wife. Like, your twin flame is the one that has the medication in her body, in her soul, to make you feel better when other people upset you. Every time I do this, I'm preparing my body for you. You can grab my arm as tight as you can, because guess what? Look what a rope can do to me. It makes me feel good because I've prepared my body. I've worked out at the gym. I'm strong enough. If you were to grab my arm, it would just feel good. I'll tell you, baby, take me in bed now. Let's fuck. You get what I mean? Or you can slap the fuck out of me if you need to, and if that makes you feel better, that's fine. We play rough in bed. It's a sport. And so all I have to say is that, we put the kids in the bedroom and we handle our business. That's all I have to say. If they witness it, they witness it. We have to talk to them about it in the end anyway. But we have a lot of work to do. Like, I would never sit there and start poking you with sticks. You're the father of my children. There's no one greater than you aside from God. But he's not my husband. He's just my temporary husband until I find my husband. But you never know what happens in the future. God is born. We don't want to say too much, but he's going to be our son, and we have to prepare him for a great wife. We have to prepare him to have a great wife, and we have to find him a great woman. That's the goal. And I think that I don't even think that it's a bad idea to prepare him for Capri. Capri is a pretty sweet girl, and she comes from Zach, and Zach is a sweet guy. Why give him someone else? Like, I tell people, raise your children like you're raising them to marry God. You know what I mean? Be ready, be ready, be ready. You have to tell people what medications you're feeding your children. She doesn't understand the royal lifestyle. Royal lifestyle means you owe your life to the world, meaning you have to surrender. Tell them how you're feeding yourselves so that they can learn and adapt the same behavior so they can be better, so they can get better. If they're meant to live, they will make it. There is a lot to do when kids come out of toddler stages and they become toddlers, and they also become adults, young adults, teenagers. You have to be ready with breakfast. You can't trust strange people to feed your kids. You don't know what they're going to, especially if you're vegan. You know, we get a bunch of cups like this. We put them up in our apartment, and we put them in the little thing. This is better than a Stanley cup. You get, for two of these, you get it for $40, $45. Stanley cup is $45. We put these in our apartments, and guess what? We got 1 cup for water, 1 cup for tea, 1 cup for belly welly, 1 cup for bestie drink if we're still drinking that stuff. You get what I mean? So there's a cup for everything. This is so perfect, and I can't wait. When I get paid, that's definitely what I'm going to go back and get. So these are all things that you need to do as a parent. You don't have time to play teenage pranks and teenage games. All your teenagers do not need to be taught to play pranks, because pranks cause trauma. They cause trauma and paranoia. That's what makes people paranoid, is you start doing things out of randomly doing things to people, playing rodent pranks. All that stuff is traumatizing. I'm telling you, eventually the person will be traumatized. You don't want to train their brain that way, because you want them to go to school. You want them to be around other students so we can have me time. So I prepare my body. If I have a handsome man like this, of course I'm going to give him millions of kids, right? So I have to stretch. I have to prepare my body. I don't have time to have friends. If my friends are not doing the same thing as me, then they can't be around me. If they're stretching, that's fine. But you have your own husbands. You know what I mean? Me and my partner, we don't need to go unless we are ready and we want to go hang out. We don't really I don't mind being around other people, but it just starts becoming weird when other women start flirting with your man, and you know your man is nice. I want my man to be firm and say, hey, stand back. I'm married. The wedding ring is not enough. I don't give hugs. Don't touch me. Don't this handshake. You get what I mean? That's how serious I am. Like, sometimes you can give a hug, but these women love to rub their body all over your man, and I'm not with that. I don't play with that. So I want you to be on the same team as me and be like, nah, I'm good. My wife doesn't like that. She doesn't like it. And if you touch him, then you get fucking beat up. Oh yeah, you will. I'll just send someone to do the job for me. Trust me.
Daddy, why did you come late? You said 5 o'clock, but now it's 5:05.
What I would tell her here is that it depends on what I was doing, right? I would explain to my child, because leaving your child out of the story and the picture will make them feel like you don't trust them with information, certain information, because not all information is good for the kid to know right away. But I let my mommy and dad, but you know, when their brain is not fully developed, you have to keep explaining the same thing over and over. So when it comes to your intimate affairs with your partner and or whatever, and that's probably why you're late, because our bodies are so demanding of each other that we can't help that we want each other so bad. Sometimes we have to park somewhere and put the little curtains on the window and fuck in the car, babe. We just have to get it out of the system. Now, that's why I'm saying there needs to be bus drivers and people waiting for the kids, and we need to get a nanny. We need to get a nanny to pick up the kids, because it's a lot. Like, I don't have time to fuck you and then go get the babies. You know, sometimes we might be late. Okay, so mommy and daddy have to put you in daycare so you can be with other kids. This is why we have to make sure all the daycares and everything, people are eating well, people are being treated well, so that they don't fall short. Because one thing I don't like is teachers yelling at my babies. My daughter used to tell me, mommy, I want to stay home with you, because she thought my parenting skills were better than the black lady that was teaching her, because she was forced. She said, forcing my daughter to talk and she doesn't know how to communicate communicate. You have to talk to our babies to our babies softly. You have to talk with love. Children are spiritual creatures. You can't rush in conversation. You have to be like, baby, take your time, breathe, take your time. Are you ready to play with colors? You have to also have good energy in order to get children to respond to you. If you don't have good energy, children are not going to want to respond to you. This type of woman is not a good woman. She's not a trustworthy woman. She's attacking the father of her children, her ex-children, because they're not her children anymore. She's attacking the father, the man that gave her children. She's attacking his balls. So that's how she treats her kids. Sweeping his ball. You see that? So this type of woman is a threat to not only our existence. She can't be a teacher. She can't be anything. She has no excuse to behave this way. She doesn't struggle with her mental health. If she comes up with a lie that she was abused, she has to have evidence of it all. We have to hear it from the parent. That idea of men sleeping with men is crazy. Women sleeping with women is crazy. I mean, if you can't find your life partner, it's one thing, but you need to search for him because he's probably in a bad situation, being attacked by an evil white woman, because they're the ones that have access to your partner. Especially if your heart's desire is on a white guy, and you know he likes black girls. He's making it so obvious without them saying if you like a black girl, we're gonna stop paying you. We're gonna stop promoting your work. It's crazy. They're racist, right? And she comes after the man's balls. This is horrible. You need to drop the fucking girlfriend and go find your husband. Go find your partner and fight for them. Don't let marriage tell you that that's not the one. If you feel it, well, you prove that you can do better. And you know he doesn't like that. One man likes that. Do you know what it feels like to have blue balls? I've spoken to a lot of men, and blue balls is not a joke. They say blue balls literally hurts. So when you touch a man's balls, you are attacking him and attacking his kids and attacking his lifestyle as a man. You see, he's the type of man that is willing to have children. He's a beautiful, handsome person. The rest of the men want to be women and cut off their balls and can't even procreate. Zach obviously does not want his balls to be cut off. Zach obviously is on his best behavior doing dishes because he wants a reward. He wants his real wife back. He's talking to God. Zach is a man of God. In his head, in his spirit, he's praying to God. He's talking, he's saying, and he's like, God, you can save me from this situation because there's nobody else that I can see. Nobody's going to want me to be free. She's making it look like this is how we play. No real man of God plays like this. God is serious when it comes to his children. He's very, very, very serious. And this woman, she doesn't love the father of her children, ex-father of her children, and she doesn't love her children. This woman, I won't even say she's mentally ill because she's not. She's just evil. And her family, I heard her family said that she was stupid. And her family or whoever is working with her are going to try to say, oh, we were playing a skit. This is not a skit. It was an act. This is not an act. This is real life. You promised to protect him, but instead you harmed him. And this camera, I'm pretty sure Zach hit it on the corner. This is why I always say, keep your cameras on in case your partner even lies on you. You don't want people lying on you and saying you did this to them when they did it. And she will easily lie, right? He can easily lie. So those are all things that you have to protect yourself. Because when it's time to go to court, because you're damaged and the only thing that can protect you is the evidence. Are these every single video? And they probably have a lot more videos. Remember, Justin Bieber has even worse stuff that they've hidden that they don't want to show that P. Diddy did to him. So I'm pretty sure they have more stuff. Raise your hands if you want to see more ugly people walking around this planet. Not me. I want to see more Zachs walking around this planet. Zach is handsome. He's beautiful. He can give me great sons. He can give me great features, give my children great features. So why attack him? Zach is the real deal breaker here. Justin Bieber is not much of a deal breaker, but he was hurt, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let him heal. But that's one man that I will never let close to my children, and I will never let him close to me. That's Hailey's woman, right? But Hailey did a great job with Justin Bieber. Hailey had to play the role of the male of the parent. She had to strong arm Justin Bieber because Justin Bieber thought he could mess around with a businesswoman like that. She's business minded. Even if Hailey Bieber seemed like a gold digger, guess what? She needed the gold because Justin Bieber was going to use those funds and hold it from her. And because they're a white husband and wife, Hailey Bieber is smart. She got that diamond ring, that golden ring, because she knew that Justin Bieber would literally try to hold money from him because she thinks that Hailey Bieber married Justin just because of the money. But Justin Bieber needed her ideas. He needed her support because they weren't even housing him. They said they told Justin Bieber that they were not renting him out any more homes because he was vandalizing property. We understand why Justin Bieber was vandalizing property. And I don't think people had the right to attack Justin Bieber and make Justin Bieber feel because they didn't provide therapy. They all had their own money, so they all worked for that money. But Hailey Bieber's job was to definitely create programs or something for Justin Bieber to be better and to be calm. And she did. She came up with Road. Why? Because Justin Bieber kept telling Hailey, your skin is so perfect. I wish my skin was like yours. Guess what? She came up with a $1 billion business skincare line called Road. I tried it and it's actually good. So all of you guys that come for Hailey and start telling her she's bad, you should actually attack this bitch right here. That's what bad is. That's what bad is. Because I've never seen Hailey really attack Justin at all. I've seen her attack him by not massaging him right, but it's probably because he's attacking her in secret. So Justin Bieber, you need to start begging her and being good to her because they still haven't killed P. Diddy. He's still roaming around, probably looking for more Justin Bieber, right? So you better be happy you have Hailey Bieber. Hailey is pretty damn beautiful. Hailey is not ugly. She's a sexy girl, right? She's better than those men that you're sleeping with. You prefer to have those men? What a joke. You could never come to my house. Your children could never be friends with mine. They can't. You know why? Because you're going to raise them to be like you. And Hailey is busy. Hailey is busy taking care of Road. She's still the CEO of Road. How do we know she's even taking care of the little boy, of the little girl? They only show us a little bit, but they're getting paid millions and billions of dollars. They should definitely do what the Kardashians are doing. Look at the Kardashians. They're going in. Every day they're creating content. And they made it real TV shows. That's what you guys really need to do. You want our support, but you're only giving us a little bit. You want us to talk about the same thing over and over, but you're not showing us how you're doing better, what you're doing to get better. Everyone has to take care of their partner.